Hello everyone and welcome to the final part of the Batman Arkham City rant on the Super Gaming Network. Now for those who have watched my previous two videos about Arkham City, there seems to be a lot of indication that this game will have tons of content in it. There's actually a few more things left that I haven't even talked about during this rant, and for this game. And to pretty much finish up this three-part rant, I'm going to throw in a bit of a Q&A session. And I do know most of the answers to these questions, but there are a couple questions that I have run across that even I don't know the answers to. Now, to pretty much let you guys also know up front, I'm not 100% on this info I'm about to say. So if you guys find something else, you guys feel free to say. For the first question of this Q&A, we're going to go back to the boss fights. Who the heck is this guy? It's definitely clear that he's part of Joker's gang, but there's just something about him that makes him different. He looks more menacing than the rest of the crowd, and he sports a jackhammer which he's wielding around, and is also missing his left arm. To be honest, I'd like to learn more about this character, as he appears to be a possible boss fight in the game. Let's go to the second question. Who do you guys think is going to voice Catwoman and Two-Face in Arkham City? To be honest, Catwoman to me sounds a bit like Gray DeLeslie, who's been doing the current Daphne in the current Scooby-Doo shows, as well as a lot of other voice roles that she's done over the previous years. And Two-Face, I can't quite put my finger on it. But regardless of who the voices are for these two characters, they sound really good based on the trailer, and they also sound memorable to me. So whoever's voicing, I give them props. Question number 3. What are the whereabouts of Scarecrow, Killer Croc, and Bane, three of the villains from the last game, Batman Arkham Asylum? Well, it's pretty unknown if these guys will even appear again, but after seeing the ending cutscene from the original game, one can wonder about that. There was some word among Rocksteady that the Scarecrow sections were talked about among conversation if they were going to return, but there has been no confirmation if the Scarecrow's even going to come back, especially after getting eaten by Killer Croc in Arkham Asylum. But once again, he does seem to make an appearance in one of the 3 different style cutscenes at the end of Arkham Asylum. So who knows? We just might see something. Question number 4. Is there going to be any multiplayer? Well, afraid not, fans. Rocksteady has already gone on record and confirmed that the game will be single player only once again. Despite rumors of multiplayer early on, and Rocksteady saying that they may have considered it, the reason of no multiplayer in this game was to focus their energy on the single-player experience itself, in hopes to deliver a better quality game release. At the same time, has Rocksteady abandoned multiplayer gameplay? That's pretty well unsure. So if they ever do consider it, who knows? Maybe we'll see something later down the road. Question number 5. Will the game be longer than the predecessor, Arkham Asylum? Well, no word has really been said per se, but it has been reported that you have to be like a QA tester who works like a ninja to complete it in just 8 hours. So it sounds like a longer campaign, which I hope so. Don't get me wrong though, Arkham City was still a pretty good game in terms of length, but it does end pretty quickly, so yeah, hopefully there'll be a longer campaign. Now, like the last game, the next question is, are we going to see any hidden goodies related to a possible third game? I mean, after we found the hidden room containing Quincy Sharp's later planned last August, it's possible. I really like the fact of playing a game for a long time and then you're still finding out stuff much later. It's a really cool experience. And not many games really do that these days, at least on my end. Going up to question 7 now, what kind of shooting scene is this? Well actually no, it could actually be pretty easy to explain. We see in this picture that Batman is gliding across a huge chunk of landscape in the sky, and he's avoiding gunfire. This could be a very interesting sequence as Batman's trying to avoid danger while using the glide ability, and it's even unsure if he's able to defend himself. This could be a very interesting sequence. Next question, which will be number 8, and it's also kind of a thing where it could throw someone off. Calendar Man? You serious? Well, for those who don't know who Calendar Man is, he appeared back in 1958 in Detective Comics number 259 as a villain, and he ended up looking a bit like this. Dang it. Of course, these days, there was a more recent photo of him where he ends up looking like this, but in Arkham City, based on one of the recent trailers, he looks like he picked up a little bit of weight. But, even though he is a villain, he is going to have an interesting spot in this game. And I'm not 100% sure, but apparently he's locked up somewhere in a building in Arkham City, and whenever you visit him, he ends up giving you some information that may lead to a later crime. And it's not just like, oh, you go talk to him and you get something different, kind of like the Clayface cameo in Arkham Asylum. Every time you visit him on a particular day, like St. Patrick's Day or Memorial Day or Christmas Day, you end up getting something different, like a different plot that he's planning for that particular day. Very interesting feature, which kind of goes back to the rewards you get by listening to conversations while hidden in the shadows. It's a neat feature. Next question, which I think is number 9 here, is this guy Black Mask? He sure does look the part, even though we can't really see his face. I will admit, if this is Black Mask, and apparently it's still referenced in the trailers, I would love to tangle with this guy. I've taken a liking to Black Mask after watching him in Batman Under the Red Hood. And to be honest, once again, I do look forward to seeing Black Mask in Arkham City if he does make an appearance. Question number 10, and this will be the last one on this list. Are we ever going to find out what happens between both Arkham Asylum and Arkham City in terms of story? Well, apparently we will. There's a 6-issue miniseries coming out as early as next month that will detail the events between the two games. This is going to be very interesting. As me personally, this is going to give me my first Batman series to collect in quite some time. I'm looking forward to this miniseries. And once again, this will come out next month, so I will definitely look forward to collecting those issues. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like this finally wraps up everything on the Batman Arkham City rant for the Super Gaming Network. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to drop a comment or a video response, for example, once again, you guys feel free to. I can't tell you how much I am looking forward to this game, and I hope it turns out really well. In fact, heck, I probably even forgot a few things about the game that never even made it into these videos, because there was so much stuff to talk about this title. But with everything said for this 3-parter, I'm Keegan83 of We Fell in a Tree, and you guys have a good day, everybody.